But no ka Kenya counter fresh call left mutala because no kono niyo je nganyala rek fresh call left mutala. Jawala ja Omar Fati vona onkul nyol Fati kundan ko ite munna onkul nyol leti. Bama la karola wala kene teli e dolmun sana uleti dolmun na onkul nyol because Bama Fati kundan ko leti Hydra eko Hydra fe ka ho nyaadi le Hydra karala mbamalo Fati Hydra nyol mbari mun le muyti wala gina mbukatulu Fati kundanga kuola ngay Sénégalais sa fanya da la partager la itile ka bo jo partager len e baba ñu partage ala partage kay Sénégalais le ka bo jo ala partage ala na fe ko live partage yalon del manda TikTok ndel mu Facebook dindun leti TikTok ndel bugatara woto yalla TikTok ni podim nal siata je bag wala kenan del yalo as a president of Republic of Facebook ndela Facebook la president ot ndel bugabo janda mun telephone yat TikTok ko be janna Instagram ko be janna Facebook ko be janna ndel manke kukuta ndel manke adam baroti de e kuta maje e kuta mabula koto maye kuta mabula koto maye wala kina Facebook I'm here to stay ala partage anyway ngali be kondong na dala ko teke kacha kiliuno Gambia la kuolo mino comme mbebe dua kamen na drone 2026 ala mbe nyi mafuta ndama kaira kono ngadua kono kaira kono ngadua adama baro fo ala salama sakunda banyin 2026 kata be balande nyin dulato le nga remember Uganda Botswana fo malabe la new president ako ye president je more than 10 years abe balanding after 10 years amari left a Tambila. That president is a failure to his people, and that is the truth. Yaje most of the leaders neajube leader kendolu well they just care about the legacy. They don't care about how long they have been in power. They don't want to also stay longer in power. All they care about is the legacy. So, but leader failure, they want to continue ruling because the belief they have, walamuko, itolu nitel bota sembo totong, itel be banko men kamara lola, itel lemo banko be kan dinkendot, nitel bota jetron, wo banko be tinyale. But little they forget, walamuko, itel wuluta wo banko leka yo banko tarjele. So, ikanyina menna whether they are there or not, o banko be tala le katu muneketa, alama ala banko tu mo kilimbulu. Alama daraja di mola, ama barako di mola, ama londo di mola, kafo ko ninkari botaja nanyim banko mbati nyalale. Rasulun yol sallallahu alaihi wasallam wal botaja le hanisa dunia betaka dino betaka. Ala sahabali men beba bala. E botaja le, yes, ngaye na onkul ñol Umar mfana mbafale tahiyatu lak ya aki ya atel mun nabari mun leti so mbe men fo kandro the leader men ya lonko ilaftana la pour ka falindiro ke wol natale to build a legacy. Those are the leaders men ya lonko they deserve respect. Those are the leaders men ya lonko they deserve to be celebrated. But not the leaders many alongo they came to the power, they don't care about the legacy, all they care is self-enrichment and self-perpetuation rules. Gambia be wala kono. Gambia di nada 2016, wala di ngana afiko liye, yalo banko nana afiko siata. Gambia, sorry to say, but that country is too much hypocrisy in that country. Wala di one thing I like about the UDPians. If ni UDP ngolo na lafta ko me daraja social media ka daraja le de bare nale ko men ke ko nyaka fayda la mo o fanam bu ka fayda soto ko teki. That's why I like this. I really like UDP. Because ngajele ko nafikulu. Many alonko, they don't care about the situation Gambia be menkono, but they just want to distract us over a small things. Many alonko mola ila isafuno the slip of tongues. No wrong. They want to depend on that to use that as their campaign tool. Come lafta menkela. Yes, Musasi, I agree with you. You know. So, what is the problem? So, problem menti, the people, many alonko, they care less about the Gambia betaka menkono. But they want to, itel la problem menti, wala muko, lawyer Usain Dabo munefo. Wala janko, I like UDPMs. You are very focused. Na lafta kuome draja draka drajale. Na lafta kuome nalia igno nalio igno dro braka bukatrato. Wala tinanga nafi kolje. Loya dabola kunu ngamira ko wulli is wulli wes la committee menialo UDP wulli is wulli wes call menialo be sere kunda ifrara loya Usain Dabo ma. And he was criticizing the government. Yes, say kujada. Doge nge kondo, you know. Guy nan doge runo munyinti say kujada. Misiram kolo. So, loya Usain Dabo kumale foje. And this is what they want to distract us. Ebe funtila now with their all this nonsense condemnation. And trying to paint UDP with another colors. Yadonte. Nafiko. Wala tina ale adamadul dandarla nafiki yala. I mislimul dandarla nafiko la. Because nafiko is worse than any worse human being on this earth. Yena afiko je dawda, they are the worst human being in this dunia nyinkon. And yaje dunia ye problemo je dawda, keloli be dawda, masibol be dawda na afikolo. Ye banku je nyin dunia ko na be letering na afikolo. Because their character is very, very dangerous. Na afikola character. The priority things ibuka concentrate wolkande. Isamoy ko Adama Barrow la Mansakunda, for example, B. Adama Barrow la Mansakunda, Gambia lost about $1.2 billion. Dollars so billion killing, million keme fula. Adama Barrow la Mansakunda, within Sanji Sayo kono wala be filire. It all happened under Adama Barrow. But they care less about that. We condemn this. Our problem is not about what people are saying. Our problem is about the people who are acting. Because hani alaya ako adamadi won akela sonno mole kono jobe ani kamembara. Amafe kamemfo. Fo tonya kuma kan kafo abetata kuma kan kendo kafo membe mol unite la kuma kan kendo kafo membe mol tala ke sambanyato membe mol encourage la o betata. But the action is the most important thing here. We all know that Adam Barrow is a tribalist, but they ignore that. Now remember 2016 when this government come into power newly, bringing Masakunda nata Mansakunda. Birinata. Otumo nga remember UDP la Ahmad Sane, mfaona Nyancho Dindiu, former finance minister, lawyer Usain Dabo, former vice president and foreign minister, nga local government lamin dombondi batala almo ala neman in kafarikaye, and in Joma Kote, many alon ko they are bona fide UDP executive members, and these are the people who were in the government, who were in the cabinet. So what wala ika more many yalo ko they are elites. Yalo Gambia mamme understand. And especially like na nyum fuara dindu ntel santoro dindu na manke ntel santoro ntel found ntel fuarol. What we fail to understand ko ntel found we have a elites in the Gambia. Elites sol many yalo ko. They tell you there are some certain positions. Eka understand nima wol sotodro ebe nala lebe fundi lebe Masakunda pentla tobela 2016 to 2017 ni ajube wo mosi fale ngolle soto Gambia kono many amira ko there are some certain position that position is for them only, and that position it you inherited from their families. If they don't need ma position sotodro, they will make everything difficult for the government or for the country, and trying to manipulate people ka moli manipulate kaje ko ka mansa kunda penti to la me yalon ko manke bar dimo etel nato positional soto rek e baaje la ko be nala la ka mol encourage hanna tare mansa kunda abe Gambia bele faka they will still see that government as a good government and wole be Gambia kono bi 2016 they see the people many yalon ko ka fo mole ko bi government bi yes na brother nge konto you know Suleiman nge konto many ka fo mole ko buru sose bi wolle ka fo mole ko you know let us not talk about tribes because today it is favoring them. I think more diamu tribal anime yalon ko abe tribalism practice kan jomale wosta obviously the person who is practicing tribalism, that person is more dangerous than the person who is talking about the tribes. And nyabe wole la Gambia Adama Barona la Mulu, they are actively practicing the tribalism in Gambian politics by through the appointment or whatever they are doing, they are practicing tribalism. But the people seem to be very satisfied with that. But the more many yalon ko ka fundina ka what tribalism and Adama Barola what tribal practice me abanda akeka na banko kan many ka wo condemn etel ka fundi ka wolle condemn ka fo ko kanadi amala. Ngamira ko men be caring yemol bula ye diamala yemol condemn men be practice nin ke kan dan to condemn those men yalo ko they are condemning that practice. But Gambiano tilimbali ante labango la problem o men buka diamola de nin corruption o men bebe Gambia banko kay tajile be diamulala nin tinyaro men bebe Adama Barola masakunda ko they seem to be satisfied with it. But UDP be kundin kila dro wotumole ko you will see them coming from everywhere. E balu na ko nafi ko le munyi molti and nyilimu molti men yalon ko manki ya Gambia samala. Because nde janim be findila kafo ko ha dabo e srakul le tofo and then trying to manipulate ala diamo ka samba silala silame yalon ko dabo ma hanta diamo ka wudlatula. But because of the cheap political point me yalon ko lafta wol fenkela yalo Gambia di un fawne ma fanja wot ni aje nyim banko titakam Gambia di un faw yalo ganyim fole wat ala ko banko korda kabila wo kabila society wo society akanya ton ko bondal kono based on the attitude of the majority in that society. So what Gambia niaje ko wato ntolu nka nyaton ko so nyaton ko menal ko nyaton ka kurulam nka nyaton ko produce nyaton ko menal ko ebe tinyaro dambanela divided and rule ka wodambaneke they have no respect for the citizen men diati ka wo kuma kan sifalfo woton tol fonni fana menal ko tol be ko man nyantam fan korosilan katun society jamana beti yata dron al kammo kendol de soto membe al tambilal nyato katu munam atelle musababotu men kanne ka faale ko alale kam man sa tombo moma wo soso ala kam man sa tombo bare ala kam man sa tombo indirectly bawo ala fon ko ala jongni ko mtebuka adamadi mutonye adamadi we feofen disafu ala ka wala dila wa ma rabbuka bizalami lil abid ala kon teman ken na jongni tonye late wata ape possible no la nyaadile society majority menka ni man satombon wa majority yake mo kendoti woli buke fanjeno mo kendoli balay nyanta mil tambin la feke fanjeno mo kurun le bala men yalo ko etel ka wolle fasa wo be keno la nyadile then there must be something wrong at somewhere nin jama beteyata al kam nyaato ko la tombon atel yal fanje wo membala an mennal daji ko kilint be nyine be Gambia kono mobe tasabiyo muta tata Every Johnson e kaddaral talye e tata Every Johnson jamol be lorinje e tata dawoda Qur'an karawol be kere ngamol be kere badi ay mune falling na daji ko la na attitude because adamadi society na jama betata ala impact should be reflects on our deeds nin jama betata e baji la ko jama nyin na impact anyanta funtila na bankola tamandiri nyatole yes kamar Mr. Kamara nge kondo families are all okay you know so barenteli jube do ne ajube kunum be men focal look at these people Gambia diune alla kodo Adama Barrow alla kodo mansa kundai kodo me yalon ko atulu Gambia diun la kodo lam yalo kunu lamin chamba foka ko lamin cham lola ka Gambia benene desane alfal be sirinje bal nene kan alkabulo kosi mbamanyul be sirinje kal kil state house kal nene alkabulo kosi disrespect man tambe nyen na momen yalon ko wolle kan namo jo e ka wonnamu jolal kili ke sindi ka foy ko alla namo manke fenti alla namo te development fen keno la le katal kan namo men jaddo yatal bar momen ka diamatele yara wole mu falote ka tambe atulla atel men be siral bala moy atel fisiatat bawo banko etel beddo ko men ne ye men claim ko etel kaddo ko menke lamil cham ko ako sate on men bebe Gambia kono do sate o do laloni sandema ye sate o do be ye sanji keme warawulo sotole sate o do be ye sanji keme sey yo sotole sate o do sanji keme nani la loni sandema ako sate o hani yo la fen ko be ako sate o nyin akon tel kilu wakilin na sate olu hanni en na sate la namo be kafunyo male hani 1 kilometer ita na namul to do kunola lami chamla kuma kan the way how he disrespect na parents solu na alfalu mbanyolu mfanyolu nkotoli ka woni men kile ke sindi state house kata ka tlimbali akumo foy state house okon because yaje disrespect man tambe nyin nay kamo kile ka sindi ka kumo fay mem man ke tonyati niaje kawoke woto ete nyim beliefless no ko mbediam kanyim me yate ku kalama mbediam kanyim me ya man fello woto ninga fo fen fa be belief la wala bar lamil chammalon ko ate fonda ignorance ala stupidity ayol taka expose Gambia diwni kadu nite namu jolal kilina ike sindi ika fo ko alla namo manke fent alla namo te do ku kenola man sale kala tafta fo ke nonto man sabu kala tafta fo ka tella namo te fent do kunola bar stupidity ni amo stupidity fa momenti ate nyina tako itel ka funti bansakata kodo men donto nan abukata donto as his personal names akata donto Gambia tola yalen woto adama baro manke Gambia tide Gambia diwne andu kata kodo ta damento mansakata kodo donto non damento wala atinna ko niya biri jawara be bula jay julole tu Gambia la jawara la family mantaro julo joka Gambia diwne lebo joka nabu jolalu ya jambe nata wo fanay julole tu Gambia la sanji mu wannim fulabe sira julole tu Gambia la ya jambe tata la musote ja diwonte je bari wo kodo nyimbe jokan wala tine ka fo Gambia la kodo bi ntel kadna mo men jobi 65% of our na revenue akata to what akata debt service le munemu debt service le wala man sakunda julo menita molbulu ninka kidala so keme o keme nte lana mo kono dala si taworo anil lulu wala kata pour que ye julol min ta kejo munatina adama baro buka fo yal kana o julo jon tela kodo mbole bondila fodo wo julolo adama baro fone ka kodo bondi bang wala lamil chamu kammen fo ka fo kon tel lamman sa kundal ka ngata ngatoke non ta lana mo wolte fendo kuno lale bare so stupidity ate stupid tala nyinata ko wo namul men al kata julo mel donto wo namo hansa molla wo namul men yalon ko ka fo la namol nil te fendi wala be o julo jo kan ko teke wala tina ya jamme ani jawara kafo ibe bola jaye 46 billion of I think 46 billion plus yole to Gambia bari bi Gambia aladde julo men bal kuna dala so billion keme billion mo wala julo bal kuna bi albo jono la nyaade ntel be men noma wolto jono la wol beta la foye ba ta jono la ntel fana men be na kan be ke saimbe kim fana alfa yatal ntel fana bol jolale fonga fa ngo julol tujang wonjin diwul le bene bo julol fana jola foli fana diwul yena yo julol jo so nyil buke mira wala e ka alfali kili ka foy ko lana mo manke fenti man saka takol men ke nyanta wo alfali men be siri wodula nyento ye disrespect kili la kanyi tandi ko man fello man sakunda tamandir nyata wala kina kumo men diate e bafule albe siri ka bulo kosi mo kal nenal ka bulo kosi because adama baro la man sakunda all they believe is lies Gambia they seem for example nyaje nkafo African tell you bildah Africa la ko bala fa wara batale. For example, alinga example ta Buhari la almu alay ne manin kafar kay. Buhari was I think adene coup d'etat kile Nigeria. Akeda president ajita. Asaida ko take anada ke president ko take. Sanji say for Sanji tang itebe siring. You cannot even build a hospital. Pour ici traite no ndamento ateli yamira ko koyol wol be respect ko soto no lan tele nyaadi le nintel la president men yalon ko ici sanji mo ici sanji tanni lulu ni sa de kata Angleterre wala ta americanol la jara lola wote bala fati Bara atelle katal sira atelle fuwaro la be bulo koslale e ba fulale ko mfelenti nga letano lo ale bulo kos wi baro mfelenti nga silo dadale wi baro mfelenga letani jama dadale wi baro baro alal fanyinin ka baro be proud ka wo university men na munati na di umanta wo university. Will American president di be travel la kana studies la Gambia ba or any of African countries atakela. But President Barrow found dim wulita janne sabe stay abaka how many $100,000 lejo pura di una university yali. But wo president kilun wala kallo atel fuwarul nyati luna akafa le conference be nga college mello jang man samanna me yo sifaki. Adama Barrow Obama najuma jallo ala ordinary check-up kata abake Gambia kono. With all this bragging, abe nyim bragi ba men bela be wurla fanye ala mol be wurla Adam Barrow be do ko wala afila na health sector faline minister be sile be fanya fule ka fale ko Gambia health sector abete abatale bari alinga history jube Adam Barrow la masakunda ko do ko men be ketaje ntel la vice president no former vice president Badra Diouf alamo ala so ni manen ka farola abanta min tole amanta abambar India le jara lola. And these are the same people. E ka luatel fuwarul nyati na ka fale ko nyim bansa kunda be do ko la Adam Barrow be kato menna jawara ni ya jambe kafo wol moke sanji sayabe sirin sembodo. Badara Diouf banda India la tata jara lola jela. Wo bota birim Badara Diouf bandin kola. Atodum fenke Usman So asasata jane yati ka ya samba Saudi Arabia itata jara jele. But those are the people in inner family because they are benefiting themselves from the system. Wale kanne katel fuarol kili kalsinde. E ka fala bula nyum mansano ma fela ya Allah jata kende afalinde. Afela ya Allah karam falinde. Ngil kili wakili minister kon altal be e telephone ka karambu mello. Man sakunda ka karambu mello al be minister joma leddi wol gela gela because they don't trust their own system. If only the system wo me telephone be do ko men na they don't trust it. Usman So tata jana jara lola Saudi Arabia. Wobotaje mbe Adama Barrow mem fon nala mulbe kibirikan e ka faale kon tolbe do ku kendolla alla jata kende hani America fon na jata kende am bete ajin barate Adama Barrow biraba ma sasata aya samba turu kaile atata jara je with all the bragging about the kafoko na health sector la development with all those bragging biraba ma sasata atika samba turu kaile to kai. And how many yalo abama tata check up la Dakar with all this so-called development na health sector la e ka afonyo ka la health sector sa nga faline birin Adama Barrow biraba ma bota tru kay jara lola abeta pura kata check ordinary check up akata ke Dakar le atel fuarol be sidal kapulo kosi femma fam balo femma bala fa warane momen yalon koy kata university momen kata college momen koy tel tatal for grade 12 isita karambun kono ordinary calculation e buka keno e fanye. And that's why our government, they will keep lying to us. They will continue lying to us because they have no respect for us. They treat us as we are not nothing. Nina believe people because anything any wulia ya fabricate nina nata ikajen kabulo kosiye nka wole mutatonyati memma balafati medicine karamuto wolle fon kalta si terel to e kanyum kuma kan fonteli walatinna ala adamadi londe ala kay jahannaba parendi molle jinnol ni adamadi le jinnol ni adamadi jomad men yalon ko lahum qulubun la yafqahuna biha ay sondo mol dila bara allah sondo mol allah mindset nyol albuke yusno ka kukuru ni ku kendo bo nyoto Allah nafani nafa bali akabo ndi nyoto. And that's what is happening to the Gambians. Nyimbe ke raja na nyabala ntolete na la ngakuma fo ntema mammo ko defo bar nde eza jewla ngo ntela haji te mansa kundama hani UDP mansa kundana sita wo banko kan if Adama Barrow be menke kan ni bole ke ka I will turn against them because I'm not looking anything from them. I don't need nothing, absolutely nothing from them. But all I want Wolomuko good healthcare system. Gambia di yole deserve. Let everybody, every child have a right to education. Every child, they have right to the right to have good access to the good education system. And na moment let us have a very good healthcare system. Let us ntella hammo moment dindi wo dinding abete lala la rawtani ko manyana tale lala. But they see us as enemies. Adama Barrow be yalo kanala mansakunda. The ones were praising the diasporas, but today diasporas become their worst enemies because munemu bitel dale be lionyum kono. Gambia di bo nyale. Bare adama di nyanta karanna ko kana faniya fo puru kabalu. Adama di kana na fiki yake puru mbe balu la nyinela. Kana kuma kense fo mole puru itala balu e nyinya. Ngo e benyim balu men keleka lumbe na be dannale. Al Buhari jube. And a canyon struggle membeke. One day it is going to be end. No matter how wealthy you are, no matter how educated you are, no matter how famous you are, how beautiful you are, how ugly you are. One day you are gone. Woto, alingang hakilotu. Aling kana so mansali kana. Eka tilimbalul fonye fende kwela dunia la nyinya ateli fuarul fana meni yalo kalbe na faka system ola albena kafla wo mansal makafania fo alinyon fuarul ila toroko kila ala yakina tembo menna akayne ko ma arsalnaka illa mubashira wa nadhira ita kila me ki fenkan me wala tina ningamoy when I hear the people are saying that kafoko politics is dirty sometimes ka jelele misilme na afiko le kafa fanye political dirty tale you are still doing the politics. Nite la tala ko politics is dirty. And ye if I'm called as a Muslim, why are you doing the politics? Nite believe ta ko political notale. And the yalo ne ko fuwo kuna nota ni la mislime ya mandamu na tine bakela. Then you are vindicating people that kafuko most of the people in the politics we are Muslim hypocrites. Political manke fen norinti. Aite membe political la itele daji ko nota. Ite membe political la itele bekela mo daji ko sunkandi uti. But that does not determine politics as a dirty things le. Kadu hani kila ay political la ke janna adun dadino kono wato men. Ninko political wala muko tonya political. Because what is the meaning of politics? Politics is all about the persuasion. Kamolu nene kebondi kuka memu ila toro teke natindi kuka membe na fala. Komi ala ya fokila nyamen. Biraya kina kaiko tela mantol kaybe kuriya mella wolle be toro la keka tela mantol kay yebondi wo kuriya kono yesamba silo la membe ki isa edun la arjano kono. That's a persuasion wala tina inata tata kordal le kono kadiamu mole amanke na tata dare katalo public. They went to house campaign to tell the people ala le nkinyin ayinke konga nyinni nyine ke kale fata nyema nyine bal tora ka. That is the politics is all about the persuading the people but not to lie, not to tell them the lies. Nibe politiko la kumo fo moli mensoto nibe politiko la kumo fo moli men yalon ko wala muila nafati kana kumo fo ye ke kilil toro kan jamala toro ite kilil na nafaka bin nyabe nyine la Gambia kon wala tina people have no shame to lie ite misilimo di katalo e ka fani ya fo e fon kalon ko be ko bakon me fo ka fani yalo and we still ko e ka mol mo they are quoting the Quran mfon la Qurano wala tina bi kamol je kun kono be farin Qur'anu lay kita fani ya folal e kamol je kun kono be farin Qur'anu lay kita nafi kolti sayna Qur'anu ninna dino nyim fon mammo je me yalo ko me yala dino disregard katambi Gambia diuna because man silang alanya nyim fani ya fo be la abe misil 99.9% abe kabo misil me kordal le kono nyin sunyaro mem bebe na health sector to 1.2 billion sanji sayo kono way fili 1.6 billion 1.2 billion sanji sayo kono way fili abe bota min tole misilme kordal kono akata wolle to men ka jakol boy ka samba jamol to men yalon ko ke diun samba ka samba ko wala tinal be Qur'ano al diune ka Qur'ano hafije ka ke fania folal al diuni Qur'ano ya hafije ke tan afi quality because Gambia diun ya mira ko ne Qur'ano tan ka dro wala mo itata arjanna wala tin bi ni tata dawda boarding school Qur'an hafije school fali ama Qur'an hafije wala bal tankandila wala bal tankandila alla nyin salibal wala bal tankandila ba kato alako ليس البر أن تولوا وجوهكم قبل المشرق والمغرب ولكن البر من آمنا liman ya kende ya manke nyintente kasalle yaje adamadi alale yelo katambi te fona ite me yamira ko e be kule ke ka mol mamello alale ye telon katu alale ye dada aye bula salola walakina ko ko leishal bir nyim manke kende yati antu wallu wujuhukum qabla al-mashriq wal maghrib amanke ko kan nyatilin tilibo lan kan nyatilin tilijo lan kasalle ako damba manke betat bar betia munati wala mo kasol limaniya munati ka to have faith on God. Don't be a slave. Don't let the people to enslave you because it be profit or sort of what. Now, brother, thank you. 1.28 billion were Philly, and out of that 1.28 billion, over 600 million something. Many alonko will those those check only were cancelled, but this morning they are still withdrawn. Who withdraw them? How many of us who care about that? Let's see the Gambia face. These people are nothing but absolutely hypocrites. That is the truth. They are nothing but absolutely hypocrites. Itela banko nite ko lata alalela. Ala memfo nyanda bulala wala no. Kadu ala ko enne ko lata akulu amwalakum bainakum bil batila. Alkana nyola na fulo do mo bataro kono bari fo be nyaate wala la Gambia ko be molla na fulo do mo ka bataro kono e ko da kana diamala meni ka diamala e ko wol mum man sakunda jawolti banku den jawol le multi bari men ben na fulo ti nyakali etale yake mo kendol dal kallo adam baro mo kendol afelenti hani batambe do kaya ala fen ko me withdrawn nga molje they are praising him. What does that benefit us? Withdrawing batambe do candidacy who foi kale ne fa ye batambe do ya tale. You can see the high level of hypocrisy. Gambia kono wala atina wo banko titanola. Praising someone just for ordinary withdrawing the candidate. But at the same time, that person, iko over 600 million. Wole fili tala manza kunda kono. Many aloko their own account for. And they cannot provide any evidences against those. Who withdraw those monies? We seem to ignore all those things. People think that if they be a United Democratic Party leader, Moli Amirako voting out Barrow mean they are helping United Democratic Party. While you are destroying your own country, you are destroying your children's future. Mol lebeje many bol tinyakang kati yenyi sunyar lal beje bukake feng. Siaje sunyar na flow me maso to halalo kay buka birin jawar la tamu mel bebe sunyaro la yem ay mune boy e de won fela struggle ka dol beje mamadun ba struggle ka they started from the zero. Imam banko nafa, ame fongo nafa, ame la family nafa, at the end, ibeta alkiyama ibatar lenyaro. Albenyi sunyaro membela, alkanyina sayal. Wala agina binko, Buhari felentile, according to, I don't know how true it is, ala muso fundina na ko, akema ko, ay Nigerianul be dani, puri young farmer. I say good Muslims, mbeka wala dani, but it could be more better. When Buhari was alive, it will be more better for him to do that alone by himself than sending someone. Sojarul meni yalo ko katar kirkir la noma. Nabe tamala ba afula ko ka afo nyaadi la advanced team. Bara ala kabro ni ba sama ala kabro who will be his advanced teams there? Ala baro. Ala presidency kona membeke. Ajim mato ajaw mato. Alawo baro lebe kila his advanced team. There is no advanced team ni fata dani ila baro kadi yefe mbara nyin dunia de ko tare nyato kaburo kono woto ila did sol wala mu ila advanced team ot aliganyin ko do membe kafunyoma when I see and they may nga president baro from hate the most wala mu ko after hearing that he declare his asset 2021 election President Barrow ala account kono 250 something million wala be safra ala account kono when your citizens are dying in the hospital because of ordinary oxygen they couldn't afford it itela leptano kono itena sanjilu kono within 5 years kono how did you able to manage to save 250 million dollars when your citizens are dying in the hospital? Drug shortages, oxygens, and you see the babies. Ikadena anolta. Ikadena anol fula. Ikaden one incubator. ikana o bankola minister sol jebe dundi moto kono moto men kosita over $5 million la mo kun kilo ikana minister sol jebe don ibe borka moto kono moto men yalo ko cost more than $10 million itela banko duni be lari leptano kono oxygen fa buka soto je. Where is our sympathy? Ngan fan kili misilimol. And these are the people ni tata daw de ka he karmu mo kendolte e ka meni na fa woli yeke mo kendolte ni ema do they are untouchable. Yalo Gambia alay adama di dandar la ko kula Gambia ko ke we expect ntel yamira ko nyanta bola wala kono nte bono la kono kadu alago ma ashabatu min shay'atin famin nafsika wama ashabatu min hasanatin famin Allah. Kuke adama diu ila ide ne Cairo soto ibe lifrin Cairo kono ibe lifrin peace kono ala la creation la moti but it other society was society kono ya banko majority that suffering is their own deed if on la bulla baro la moti ala le af Qur'ano. But Gambians, most of us, we are fake. We pretend to be very religious people. We pretend to be God-fearing people. Nidiam de he kari di natal de he kari din ngo ite ka sali ka sun Qur'ano be kun ko ne be jako bola be sada bola ala ko alla salulu salo na no me fatandi no sunya Roma salo me fatandi no fadiya foma salo me fatandi no kukurin kyola e fankoro si kamune kela salo to ron inna ash-shalati tanha anil fahsha'i wal munkar saro kamo fatandi kukurun lema adu kukurun man tambe nyen nete killing bankola million e kasunya you feel comfortable with it, you still have an audacity to go and sit in the mosque. Niaje ala ko mole ko fuarol Gambia fuarol le formu ifanna problem ulti bi society kono ni kamole expose men be sunya rola fuaro diwni men yalon ko wolle be struggle kayla daily survival la wolle ka struggle ka plasta mon sang wo fuaro diwle ka struggle kata ila diwun la bilojo wolle diwun ka fontine kete neni e koy mu banko dim kuno da atara koy bete la right fight ka ngoy niaje ala ko ay fuaro le dandal la jande akola taqtulu awladahum لا تقتلوا أولادكم من قسية إملاق نحن نرزقكم وإياكم إن قتلا كان خطأ كبيرا. That is what God said. Do not kill your children. Do not kill your child. Do not kill your kids because you are afraid of poverty. Exchanging. Iteka fenkota. Al-kanali diuni fuara yala silonkan ala nyinefo la taqtulu awladahum min kasiyatin imlakin nahnu narjukuhum wa iyyakum inna katalan kana kitaan kabira. Al-kanali diuni fuara yala silonkan mo kana akamani boto dila aka afo ko bero fayinye edu yalo ne ko nyimmen kan mani boto dinna ningan na bero dila ate ku keno lan na jata kende yato ate ku keno lan diuna londoto ate ku keno lan diuna karamta ate ku keno lan nabal woto ikela mani because of money boto you exchange ediuna jata kende ya with one bag of rice, you exchanged ediuna jata kende ya with 1 gallon of oil. Itata leptano to mambo rosene je kafo ala kitolo sa do kal diwni fa wol manyanke fata dal be ala to ku yala fuarol ataro kal fon la bulla barol faliama ala le be jilana sahabali ye do ko leke isi bete an nyawonya nko walati nan ko ala be jabe on loka karobe la laja yaji muslimi ya mu menti muslimi ya sulbi reflects on the character of the people. But when you go to the country whereby the majority are Muslims, but their character are bad, they should go back to the drawing board. What are they doing wrong in their prayers? And that is the fact. It that every Johnson Quran Hafiz school. It that every Johnson Jamon Beje. Ninsali wato sita lokbor salo mal fatano. And then yenata official kon mundaji ko lebejeto. Yenajen the uniform many aloko Quran be fari kunu kono. They tend to be hypocrites because of the poverty push them. They don't believe in God. They think that saying Allahu Akbar Allahu Akbar. Ngo niaje ala kale ko fa idha kudiyatis salati fantansiru fil arda wabtaqu min fadlillah. nali paleta salola ali paleta salola ali jenjen jamion kono bi kamoje salfana isi ay salfana sala isi jamion kono lansaro ya tarja ay asale fitiro ya tarja ay asale safo ya tarja asale ay sai suwo kono akabal wo bo min tole kawe karmu ala nyasila na balti karmu ala batula balet. How the person is surviving ala ko nga jakulbo jako mu fenneti dino kono fembamba is a very strong pillar in the religious ha ikamu shalat ita zakat alisa salo londi ale jakolbo bari ite bukason do ko le be jakobo la nyaadi ite be sirin ka sadabatu ite be jako ite be satuma jomali ite fana be sadadi la modola ngajire ni tata marakas nyo to taimona. The people are full. When I was going to school those days, in my junior secondary school, most of these failed English students, many when they graduate from the school, they don't have a position. And they are very, they are fake. Yaje what time unte nkasile. Nke jube. Ni molbe siri na Johnson na kordada la ninge e haina na drong to akaramuno ni many alko grade 12 student they graduate but they couldn't find a job, they end up business e kafo nyadile mashallah. Wallahu mashallah ya batu ikata fa mara kasile kono iwe kafo lo ko etele kata dawalla. What dawa you are doing? We are not in the time of dawa. You know what is dawa is? Go and work and help the poor. Go and work and help the needy. But itebe kendeari. Ite ko ite kata dawalla. Ibeta dawalla minto. How are you going to feed? Ite you are expecting to build a family. You are expecting to have marry a wife and raise the children. You go the whole day. You are sitting in the mosque. Ite siri wajame fado ala ko ko fa ida qudiyatu salati fantansiru fil ardh nal paleta salul janjan jamon ko na letal harajon nyene ala ma fu moy si jamon kon e katwa karamu non ne jita man place so ro dame ka jurma marakas mol lebe do moronati ne ka konko njele manoli ka konko yesi e pare nen tilo wolita do wurara ni ona be yayla silol kay be nay ba fola mole yalo kila ko ten andu ibela o fenko bela de. No, Gambiano, we must change our attitudes. We have to change our attitudes. Today, people are clapping for Adam Barrow. Ibafula Adam, no Adam abedo kuola sila kenseon silolo sanji sai mansabe siring. You know, ndesana. Ngamolje kasi kafo ko ha, you know, and this is most of the NPP supporters when they go to the platform. Ikafo ko ha, you know, if you compare Gambia with our sub-regions, Gambia is the most cheapest country on. How stupid you can be. Even compare yourself with Senegal. Neither go Gambia le cheap to Senegal because you are stupid. Because you ordinary calculation you cannot do it. Comparison, do it by yourself. Then you will see that Gambia is more expensive than Senegal. That is the truth. Because Munekena, Senegalese, majorly, most of the Senegalese civil servants, their average salary is 150,000 to 200,000 CFA. The average salary of the Senegalese civil servants, police and teachers, and that the minimum salary from 150,000 to 200,000 CFA. 150,000, that is 18,000, 17,000 to 18,000. 200,000 CFA is about 20-something thousand dollars. And how many of our civil servants are receiving 20-something thousand dollars? You are receiving $7,000, $8,000. And you are buying bag of rice for $2,500. And the Senegalese civil servants is receiving 150,000 CFA minimum, which is equal to $18,000. So no man was at 3,000, it is at 2,500, who have more profit than the other. Katu $18,000 is, yeah, 3,000 bon still you 15,000 a be blokon. Itela 8,000 ye, itela 10,000 ye 3,000 bon 7,000 a be blokon. How can you compare yourself with that country? Gambia is more cheaper than Senegal. Are you not faking yourself? Or you cannot reason by yourself? And all these tuakaram wounded in Nulekak. Sane kunango. And that is the truth. Because what time we never see in Shilokango. Nibe bo kanam marakas nakafunyo be jafele Canada sa kafa ila Kenya la hena kana ngazi. What we were going to both English and Arabic school. But I know ngani tuwa kalamudo ni ulonede. Ni man position ol soto e kata marakas ila kurto e kata ke dawal lalle. Bari nol tata ye position ol soto ni na de yetari la official to hanne ko assalamu alaikum kejo. It seem like I recognize you so well. I come down bonere bukana I ni be konde ba fle assalamu alaikum. But your position also you see that officer kono ni that I ko assalamu alaikum. I'm fine. But it seems like I recognize you there. Fisiri wallewli. Gambia tuwa karamundo dinduni. Gambia fuarol te yam falalima. Gambia yalo munatina ko Gambia diu mallafi mo tilindiuna. Gambia diu mallafi mo kendola. Gambia diu mallafi any person that may yalo ko the person is transparent. Ni after transparency is tilingela, they will paint you with bad names, they will call you names, they will make the people to hate you because muneketa ite labbalu be lorin tilimbalialeka. And that is exactly what UDP is facing. You know, most of our civil servants, they don't even like UDP. They hate UDP for no reason. The only reason they hate UDP because they know that when UDP government comes, all this nonsense corruption will stop. Yalone bring Adam Barrow, and UDP benyo. Mafoko ning ayata ko dabo nyol be masakunda kono. Mafoko mistake ko tikela. There will be a mistake because they are human. Momo ko masakunda ninata masakunda kono mbekela 100% perfectly. That's a lie. As far as humanity is concerned, humans, you can never do it perfect. It's only God who can do it perfect. That is the fact. But ngalo neko ning ayata ko loya dabo nyol benyim mansa kunda kono wo alifano bi batara ko do membe kasara can be wotekela. And that's why this elite, they do everything like what they are doing in Senegal now. They are trying to come between the Sonko and that John Mafai, which is not my business because for me, I even have my own issue with Senegalese because even that Sonko, how they came to power for how long? And they know that they fight against Maxala for not running for third term. But these same Senegalese, they keep their securities in Gambia, protecting someone who have this third term ambition. That's a hypocrisy. That's why told me Senegalese, I don't even care about them. Collapse. It's none of my business because I'm not a Senegalese. I don't care. They don't treat me as their brothers. Many Kafuko, Senegal, and Gambia, Nyun, Benda, Bopala, Ken Muntu Hari. Deng Leng Hari. Ken Mun Leng Hari. Signare. Dok Senegalese, Deng Hari, Signare. Many Kafuko, Senegal, and Gambia, Benda, Bopala, Ken Muntu Hari. That's a lie. Go to Senegalese border. You see how they're treating Gambian citizens there. If Usman Sonko and Jomma Faye, they care only about the Senegalese affair. If they care about the Gambians affair, they will have withdrawn their securities from the Gambia. Because they would ila consent manyana dile telako someone itele mole fight mole fata dindi ule fata to protect their country's integrity kaje ko mo kiluna interest should not oversee the majority's interest but they bunati na bela sojarul bulani ka Adam Barrow kanta even they still know that Adam Barrow want to run for that term. Why can't Senegalese withdraw their securities from Gambia? Why can't ECOWAS? Because we know that most of the ECOWAS countries, you see, West Africa, Gambia and Guinea-Bissau, these poor, useless countries, they are the problem. They are the main problem in West Africa. They are the most useless country. So that's why for me, I care less what is going on in Senegal. Sisla, ila fiankol. Men ka fo mola atel men alla mul men ka fo mola Senegal ak Gambia ñaar benna bopala ken munte har si ñaar Why Senegalese ñol kay den har e ka vonya dile den ko har signar. Demal Senegal, ila airport or how they used to treat Gambians there. Because Gambians, we have no self-respect. We don't want to fight for our right in our own country. That's why anywhere we go there, they will treat us as nothing. Absolutely. Look at this. Yena ila airport okon. Senegalese, even though they are treating you, treating ka bad, but still you don't pay 20 euro in the airport. If on a Bangkok, I can airport, why you as a Gambian, why did you come to your country? And you as a Gambian, why are you living in your country? You have to pay the money why you are living in your country. You have to pay the money why you arrive in your own country, where your mother, your father, your children, your ancestors are all in that country. Is that not a shame? Al mo bebe daring. Al bukal fon la yalo Gambia men ka de jakale. Alla banko kal bukal la kuteno al bukal la fa la kutotela je wande banko la kal misi wala la kokon Senegal Ousmane Sonko ni jomma fay nol fatata do alla mune bodo fali ama wol kun bukata al yama everybody is cheap like Adama Barrow me yalon ko ina te ba fala usenda bo bela man se al noma usenda bo munyol man bete bay wa tan ko nafikolu suni corrupt people all. Wale lafta ka system onyin kadu system onyin kono. So today they are okay with everything that is going in Adama Barrow's government. But when Usain Dabo ni lawyer Dabo ya dael hanukundi na is a podina I condemn this nko ala condemn for janni jahannaba. Ntella haji teje. Because you are all hypocrites. Al tulo bala every day. Millions of millions. Adama Barrow ni aje ko munachi na beloda man lafika ji. Kake president mune necessarité wala because mune keta adama di unin sembo tata afatela sembo tata ye consume ibuka tonya je koteke yaje Fir'auna lanatullahi alayhi bring ala lafta halakila ay Musa kina ka kafu Musa ko o ma rabbul alamin jomala muyte mariyoti kuoku akaminda ka telekake akallo ko Musa fanga ko birin Musa na ta kai muna fu Musa alayhi salatu wassalam akai alam nurabbika fina walidan wala bistu fina min umurika sinina fa'alata kallati fa'alata wa anta min al-kafirin ako Musa fa amante me de sute ite na da je dindi mange balundi ngako beke ara ko Fir'auna defa fen aka afaka do ko abaka do ko Fir'auna be sirin king ala bunkon ala samasine ala Musa badi una bani Israel kon ala saji kandala Musa badi bani Israel kon ala do kulal be Musa badi ulam wala kata do kola walakinna ko abrako Musa ko alam rabbika fina walidak wala bistu fina min umurika sinina fa'alata kallati fa'alata anta min al-kafirin Musa kay mo tonyal dikay fa'alata jango ana min ad-dallin biringo mbo baro kila mo fatambulu watu mombe filo le kono akai bari Mario yam fatamba wala enkinan amanda wala akai ko tilika nema tamunnu alayya an abatta bani Israel akai ka bari kanemo nyi memfo e kanemo nyi memfo e ko itelente balonde mus e Fir'auna e ko itelente dinde mayem balonde yen domorene akai wo manke to nyaade Fir'auna akai ente baadi woni bani Israel am kolu wolle muy la do kulalti wolle muy la samasine lalti woli taro baadi woni taro nga wala dom Lamil Keda, you know the people like you never come from Batandatella because I never see a aimless people. You know every society. Let me tell you one thing, Lamil Keda, because engage in Facebook, I even feel sorry for young people like you. And I don't know whether you are young or old, but if you are old man and you have the responsibility, I feel sad for your children. You call Dabo as tribalist. Maybe your ignorance couldn't even let you to understand what tribalism means. Because if you say, it borrow love, it borrow kanule, not our tribalist leader, fine. I don't even talk about Dabola Musoli. Dabola Musoli, you don't even know the tribalist mean. And I don't think there's most of the Gambians, you don't even know what tribalist is. Nimo tribalista. Ate fang bukala fi kan kote fo ala kan kola ani mobuka associate na man kate movement. So ni amo tribalist wala mu moti me yalon ko ate wandi kan fa bu kala fe amal la fi kan ne fon moy la kan because amira ko ate la kan damba ne nyanta ka fo ada bu ka fon associate abu kala fe ani mo fon ye mix and compare yourself with Dabo, then maybe you might be even tribalist than Dabo, and you are a shame. You know, sometimes I don't even want to waste my time for people like you to address it because I know that ignorance is a sickness. You know, to write and read are different from the ignorance. You can still read and write. You are still, that's a literacy and illiteracy. Literacy, you can read and write. Illiteracy, you cannot read and write, but that doesn't mean you are ignorant. You can read, you can write, but you are still ignorant. Because a young man like you, talking about, I love Barwell. If it is tribalism, it will be party men support. Niatari come ila brain lesia come atele sifal sometimes niaje be even try to kadiamu ye nkanyi tandila kanyi tandi ko movementi lafta ka wala nyitandila because it every time even na wolo to kanaje le kanose but I just try to let you because I know that adama dulla miral nyalte keno la kilin kado hani jahannaba ning dunia arjanna ning jahannaba ala ko nyaadi le ko ako ay jahannaba ning arjanna dadale birin iblis la'natullahi alayhi alay adama di dada ko adam iblis ko sujidi adamay iblis ay mune fay akay kon tete sujidi la nyim potola walakin ala ko fasajadu lil malaika kullu illa iblisha aba astaghbaru aya fa warande bar birin ako ala kay ko mune muy daliloti puru nga few men dadante ala ntele te dada nge yamar kula pour yenyinke ko takila ay ala jabi munela akay ana khairu minhu ntele fisiyata nyim potot kala khatani min nar yente dada noro la demba khalaqatahu min tin yenyin dada poto la poto noro bari birin ala kay ko nge kunno ku yale funtin na nemo kono ay muna fo alay ana ala jahiliya be iblisa ala kumo alay akay fa bi izzatika nkalite la sembole te ala ay tawota alay akay ko mbela mantol be filena la aqwainahum ajma'in mbela mantol be filindila bara hakilo do yata nyawonya still aya difference la ko ako alay ko illa ibadaka salihina na man kela mantol let bare ala ya jabi munela akay fal hakka wal hak akay ibulisa yemen fo mu tonyalti bare nte ala fane men la hidi wo fana mu tonyalti wala mu ko lamula anna jahannama min al jinni wal insi ajma'in benna jahannama fandi la jinnol ning adama dole mu mobe woto dai is impossible pour ñin dunya kono mo be ke jerinya kilinti mo be son tonyala fodol sita jahannam lamni keda ma fo beta jahannam but in case reference le nyitandi la ko ite fon be diamu kammen e malo because mune keda ite you are always every hey UDP is tribalist UDP you cannot even reason ila mindset ila hakilo ka fo nyadi le ila hakilo la yirwo manyi nyitandi no la ko ite be mo men fasak Adam Baro ala appointment will be tribal practice le mot e ka understand wo be bodi Adam Baro la party me te ba support ka wolle lota ye ko moli e cause kene bato na le berodi mandin kolla al kanal la berodi mandin kolla ite bo party ni support ka Adam Baro le lota ja ka sioli kili fulo la ne dankuna surwala ne dankuna manja ko la ne dankuna ite bo party le fasa so ala wo party o nyin ala la ni tata ala la qur'ano kono comme lamel ke dan ke sonno mo le yirwan ma fo e somma nka tonya la yitela ni tata qur'ano kono ala ko nyaaja kay fir'auna halaki ako inna fir'auna ala yaji ala jahli hasiya fir'auna akala mantol tale ke different in the ke group old woto adama baro nyi menki jam mandinka surwa abe surwal killana nabe basen kol killana insida fo lafta basen kol ne dankunna bawo base consistent different tribes mandinka sarahulle fulas bara ka fo ni tanan sarakulle ni tanan mandin kol for the first time Gambia la presidency ka sioli kili as a tribe Adama Barole yake. So nite fundina na jay ko UDP la party leader. It does seem how ignorant and hypocrite you are. Walakina alako يجي على أهلها السياحة أكالا من تولتا أتفهم بمن مركب فرعون أبا فلا دولة جيل مبني إسرائيل أنقلت يندون منيلتي أي مولتا أي دولتي كان دي سانتو كدولتا كيكي جدون مولتي ولكن إن فرعون كان أكون يعني إنه كان في الأرض مفسدين أما تربانكو كان فن فوق بانكو تينيا so ni tebe bula ro parisi fano mete kan na fonde ko loya usen mu dabo mu tribalist that's so how ignorant you are because the tribalist don't even associate himself with another tribe lawyer dabola musu kilinte je mem manding court so go and find or go and take the dictionary to find the meaning of tribalist. Then you can next time come here and tell me Dabo is a tribalist. Because he tell you are carried by the ordinary people will come in. Adamadi hakilo man doya katambi mola, me yalo kaka mole la kumota. ولكن على جهنم برندي مول من يالوكو لكن جرى أنا لجهنم كثيرا من الجن والإنس لهم قلوب لا يفقهون بها لهم عيون لا يبصرون بها لهم أذون لا يسمعون بها amanda wolade ala ko nga jahannaba parendi molle men yalonko ila sondom nga hakilo dile la hakilo libuke yusno ka ku kendo ni ku kunu bondi nyoto ada ko ka ko ani mo men nga nyal dila pour ka korosiro ke ka ku kunu ni ku kendo bondi no nyoto nga mo men yalo nga tulol le dila ni kuma kendo duntaje e ka kuma kendo ni kuma kunu ibuka bondi no nyoto so ala mune fo wala kula ako adamadin sifale ulaika hum kal an'am wal kam tan beyon benyame woto ni adamadin fota hakilo dro now ite buka tam as a human but ite you are a animal in a human form. That's how I see you. Lamin ekeda. So ntaka I feel sorry for people like you because ite la banko itulo bala billion lebe kasara kanjet ite kada leptano men ton de kan debeta wallet idi mo beta kanam mo men don de mo beta world if my children's there ndin kilo wala be Gambia but you know why ndema selfish like ite be nyame because nde namuso be jande ndin kilo ne be Gambia bari nimmo le denta ba kilin fati mbinki diwul le beji nsi nyol le beje nimmo le bota sate kilin whatever I wish for my children here nde diwni bol nim konko bu katela Allah ma koy ro kam ni sata hani suto 3 o'clock ni ngat ambulance clinic ni bafla within 5 minutes ambulance be lola jan they will have access to the good health care and this is exactly what I want for my people back at in Gambia. You can understand. So ndekam tel bediam kam menna not about an individual. Nteni tete kilindi. I ndebediam kan na on council not because of konkoleben, not because of mbadi ne bedo ko la mansa kunda ko. O mbadi ne mansa kunda do ko I care less. Ndemon ko mani boto afuta nyaaw nyaa ala so jata kende anal fentembulu. Ndele fuwara yata Gambia mala beti jamani jando. But at least mbenna do ko la alhamdulillah. Ninna dimballe be jando. Ninna muso be jang. Amanke I'm not a useless person like you there. I have a wife there. I have a children. Din nan lebembul. So therefore I have a responsibility. I have a families. Many alonko. I don't even come here to talk about that. Come on, most of you people are telling camera ko I'll come all just social media because of you just want to be social media. No. I have work to do. But ni alam ko muna kenantem ko dino la Gambia because mbota Gambia I don't hate Adama Barrow as a person but akanna banko samba nyame ntemu Gambia diuneti comme ala memfo ala ko inni zailun fil ardh khalifa atul Adama diune ngali ke banko ka responsible personal lati la tufsidu fil ardh ba'da islahiha al kanani banko tinya banko da darin kola ala kuma kan lamu nyinti so Mbefen fenke kan na banko kan not because of mbe palace nyinila. I'm not qualified to hold any position in the government and I'm not even interested about that because as keno mbota Gambia le bari bi alayen seat like janet ngata Gambia le I have my house there you know but ni tata Gambia na sia da karkili ngasaina so what on intebe diamu kan Gambia la kola inteni te different ale I'm not ntemantari mammo kong hani Adam Barrow ma kong ngadaji kole kong anu kila nyine fo ni be mo konna a kong ala la silokan ni be mo kanu la kanu ala la silokan Adam Barrow me yakina I feel sorry for this man Because power tatala ya consume. Adam Baro jubaka diamu mole nyame. Yalong Adam Baro, one thing I feel sorry for you. He is not smart. As a president, as a leader, there are some certain words, utterances, don't even spew it out. Kana some wolebo edakono. Because some of those utterances can be used against you. Any court of law. Any court of law. You are a president. There are some utterances. Be careful, Adam Barrow. Those utterances can be used against you tomorrow. Because Ibenyatun Kayan. Without your intention. But it happened. But it can come see fal menfo. Ni any ibota president yala any day. And president yala many ko Adam Barrow forever. Adam Barrow forever. They are just fooling you. Nyille mo molti yalong Adamadi ni hakilo from bela. Enyante hakilo useless. Wala kinanga fo Adam Barrow ni la mol be diam kan. Ila moila. Lami chammen kallo. Ako auju billahi ka tanka opposition yala. Woto Adam Barrow. Listen very carefully. Dunia mu hakilo let. Momen kallo ya kafo kon temal la opposition yala. Wotela party balundi nola. Ado Adamadi we kaf kulo e kalo as legacy. Kana mira ko ebetula ruling government yalla. You can be a ruling government today, tomorrow you can be an opposition. You can be an opposition today, tomorrow you be the ruling government. Dunia bo nyale. But ite when women be la party oto wala kallo e nyati no ka fo ko nte man la fi opposition yala nte ne ke la opposition wo kamunye ndandila ni te bota president yala la party atata opposition yala dawo then la party fatal because you have no supporters. We all here nka mol mole na talbo ko jira nyul men yala ko bekir. Take the example from APRC. APRC is dying slowly because they don't believe it's a movement. So therefore, na banko, alinga na banko risky. Gambia be conditional mento. Every Gambians are going through that difficulty. Rampant corruption. Ala kale ko at-ta'awanu 'ala al-birri wa taqwa. Al nyoma ko ku kendo ning ala nya silawla. Wala ta'awanu 'ala al-ismi wal udwan wa mashiyatu rasul. Mo be kuriyala. Allah karambulta kataje kaje ko jiobe sulena karambulta. E kallo e ka faale kon tolbe karambul le loka ndelbe leptano le loka bari ni tel lam wol kuranta ite sambala wol leptano le kon nga exemple ta Buhari la almu ne man ka farkelay Buhari aketa president. That is one of the reason why we African will never have respect. That's one of the reason why this Western world they will never respect the black peoples. And that is the truth. Imagine as a president, ite sanji joli be marlola, ite ba ma fa yo kura ma jari non ne Bangkok. Ite fa yo kura yeta fa wandi Bangkok. And this same president ite kallo la mole ka fa le ko ndela jata kende fa ne America la jata kende ale be kende. But you can transport your mother to Turkey for treatment. Adam Barrow Obama san karjola be sinin Turkey. Abama la ordinary check-up e ma keno Gambia kon. Fatata 3.6 million ka wala dunda ba mala che ko pokun musoli be kadi no tebe kumbola ji kensen ko wonin e kata sate o dolto wala tan ko Gambia no al balafanyo e atel Gambia man sakunda do kulal ala lon ko nyin duniyate tulam al fata fuarol ma al be fuarol torande ka o banko ka bakele al be nek taya min be sidi kanteng albe dunna motol kono al mansilan alanya al memira la sayala al memira la kaburola al kare nyum dalaso million fula million saba million nane al kata sam moto kilona al kalbe momel la do ko la wal kata kumbola 600,000 fion kay buka sotono e kata sate mo moto ka fay ko ji ko la mun tel la jam problem. How much cost the borehole? Ye borehole kilum fencing and wo mune molet kato akila ya fwene ko iza mata al abudu kata amalu kullu illa salasa ning adama di ufata la baro be kuntu tafo bara saba wala be nyin dunia kono whether you accept it or not wala mu ila fendit andal be nyin kintan o menna al be fuaro la kono tan al be tulun nala. Remember ala kila ko en ko kun fi dunya ka annaka karibu aw abiru sabila tarnyin dunya kono ko luntawna muyti walla silala tambilale muyti akoy ko fa ija asbahta fala tantazir bil masiyya ni fado ke day wulita kana mira ko wura robe tarla jele walakin akoy ko kuzu bi sihhati kali maridaka ila jata kende amutela sasati bi jato be kende sama sikuran nole de. The people that you are ignoring them in the hospital, the difficulty that they are going through in the hospital, because today you feel okay, tomorrow you might be a victim by your own selfishness. Amanda wala koy kudu li hayatik al mautika ila jatak ila balwa muta ila sasat ila sayati. I don't know how you even feel comfortable. Ite be mo men maraka ite bula million woro wala motola yeta la wol bala ika kumbo e ji kola. How do you feel as a Muslim, as a human? Muslim ya fa my body. How are you feel comfortable with that? And ite me wo moto sang iko ite managing director ite be bula la moto million moto lela and natari phone kodola mo billahi wallahi ne 1 million you are not going to use to buy the vehicle. Maybe you might take only 300,000 there and buy the vehicles. The rest you will use it for something necessary. But ika 1 million ika alkahani alanya ale alamuta al kadukare al taban le tanul kuna le jela conditional jube. Tamusola word, I don't still forget at this place. It's still in my memory. Musola labor ward, Banjul. Go and see the kind of the suffering and the situation that our pregnant women are going through. Our women are dying in that hospital like animals. Ikajele ko patient killing room you have more than 10 patients. They are all using one oxygen flask. 1 oxygen bottles. Ni nyindo yake nyindonna ameta dumandi yabo wala ya transfer nyindonna. And these are the people, these same nurse, doctors, many aloko, they are going through a lot in that hospital. When the president come in there, they will hide the truth from him. Everything is okay here. Why Muslims? You are doing this to your fellow brothers. We don't hate President Barrow, but we hate his system. Moli kafo ko hino baro kairo baro nyilne be kasara kan President Barrow itela hino luale nyanta hina la, not you as a person. Gambia la luale nyanta kala hina luate, Gambia la luale nyanta kala dragonian lote. You should be dictated by the law, not by your own wish as a president. Bari ni jalol nata na Mamadou Jallo dimma na Mamadou dimma Mamadou Baro dimma na Juma Jallo dim Adam Baro amal lafika mo fan torande al ete si bala fanya wonye alasi ala men ka fo Adam madi moye hanni e juni bo bara na tubinde ya bela tubo mutal bara sariya onati ndile ako annan nafs bi nafs ni moy mo fa tawnte ya ko na la faade sariya yo le fot ala le onati ni moy suñaro ka la blo kuntu because atre adamadimuda ayalo ne ko to control the human being is not easy. Wala tina hani dino ama impose mol kan akole faman sha'a falyaghfir wa man sha'a falyumin. Na diata me sonde alama, na diata me balante alama. Wala tina ko ni sondan tema nyine beje ni balanta ma nyine beje, the choice is yours. So nite president nata mol bafule hinam tuna munyinti ama lafika mo barama. That is encouraging people to steal public funds, mismanage the public funds. Ikata ibe blow kosle ibe bankola na flow tinyala bar ni yete fona personal firm ke bay President Barrow ibu ke mira la alkiamola kullukum ra'i kullu ra'in mas'ulun al ra'iyatihi al kilu wa kilu kantar la ibe nyinin kari la kantar fional al kiamaluluna. But President Barrow, you seem like you are not somebody who believe on in these days. Wallahi man believe ko al kiamalulun besala because alako man kana yu'min o man kana yarji'u liqa'u rabbih falyamalu amalan salihan wa la yushriku li ibadati rabbih ahada. Momo latante ala benyo yala ibe bara la bara kendol la But Mulbene Bafuleko, we Baro Mannas, Baro is here to stay. Nko, if you like, run for third term. If you like, run for fifth term. If you like, run for 10 times, 20 times. One day or the other, you are going to leave this power. If you don't leave the power, power will leave you. That is the fact. Kato alako watilikale ayamin nudawilu habayna nas. Naman saya tilolem katalan na jon letema. Wato good nibe president yala. Make a good use of it. Don't be greedy. Wallahi, when the greedy consume you, at the end, ila end be kela muneti. Disgrace. Many kafo ko 1997 constitutional. Yalo many kallo kafo ko ha yalo constitutional ay time dilale na fi ko lamuiti. Many kafo ko baroni lafta ha constitutional yinda. Ngo. For Gambia constitutional ya alibalika dolo mimba. Did you drink alcohol? Because of constitution allow you. Constitution does not stop you from drinking alcohol. You don't drink alcohol because it does not match with your religions. You don't drink alcohol because it is not your culture. You don't drink alcohol because it's not your consent to do that. Right? You can smoke weed. You can do whatever you want. You can have a girlfriend. You can go and pregnant woman who is not your wife. Did the constitution stop you from doing that? Did the constitution stop you from sleeping with another, doing the fornication around? Why you don't do that? Because your consent does not allow you to do it. Because you know that it does not match with your religions. Ama anila dino manta. What onite kamune di molla don't care about the constitution. Constitution is man-made, is a man-made law. It's not a Quran. Constitution does not force you to go for tata. Constitution does not ban you from running for tata. But it does not also stop you from stepping down. Do the right thing at the right time. It's the best thing what human can do to save yourself from the disgrace. President Barrow nyanda karannale. Niajen kanyin foye wate ala ko siru fil arda ali tama bankol kala ali hakilol murundi moli kang mansa fololi kang meni tambita ye mulleke ala ko kano ashaddu minhum quwwat wala sembo waltalti ye nafulo sotalti ye sembo wartalti e hani talti ke yatalti bare ngabanko yele mandi dolitile doli beje la mansa ye soksita woto mella mansa ya soksita idie fan kompia wala la mansa ya be soksita bare meni felite la mansa ya kono ifan ni ye fan kompia wala be felalde. If you compare yourself with ya jambe mollo to le ka fo ya jambe ko babile mansa e ka men fo bi ka men fo ite e ka fo ko ya jambe is here to stay forever. They even attempt to make him as a king. They want to crown him as a king, but where is him today? And those still, when more many they want to crown Yajambe as a king, they abandon him. They don't even want to talk about his name when you are present. Walakin arako innal insanu la fi khusrin. Adamadi ubebe filo lo kono de. Adamadi ubebe kasaro lo kono de. Niye tulolo mola. Wallahi ni keta man sati mo kendo li sabe kan men be tonya fole bar kana kunin dingele dal sabe fanka katu be kasara de. Baro. Men kallo Baro is here to stay. You are stay. Nko wollo talaja mollo talaja ko ya jambe almu ye tarja fo sanji keme konondo hanni ya tarle ko ya jambe to balula iteli yolon. Bari ka duwalle ke alate duwa mel fon jabina. Those people today don't even name ya jambe names. They don't even say his name. So men ka fo ko ha loi sembo dilale. Loi sembo be men bedi. Onila consent manyana tala de luai ko do allow anila dino mantade luai ko do allow anila human attitude manta. That's why I don't drink alcohol. For luai inte fanande prokana alcohol mi wala kina nyanta fanal ko okay luai ma mo stop drink alcohol. For luai allow le for luai ban kon kana sunkuto so. But I don't do it because I know I'm a married man. The same as like this. You promise the people. Say many for ko. adamadi la interest o men la interest be bala wolle ka fay ko ha luaye alawle ye run for third term, but they forget that ala fanan ko ne ko awfu bil ahd, innal ahd kana mas'ula, ala la hidul timmande say ala la kuma kan ani ordinary human beings sol men yalo ko la interest le be bala wol no la interest bante bala melon kotake kati ni modol be nyobala ite yamira ko these people they love you, they don't love you. Ya Jambe la format enable soul. Do you think that they love you? You see how they abandon Ya Jambe. If you also leave the power, this is how they are going to abandon you too. Because he can manding call kafunya ni musillo leti. Sillo na falintanya kanyo susula jandi kau. Nyili mu selfish mo leti bantan kombe ole mu ni selete la be susula ni jada le kebula. Ni fengete be fango mo na sirigne bi ni benda fekal akake be do kande. Do you think they love you? Did you think they love you? Kila ko ala long ni be ko sono ya kono ni dunda kole ya kono ala kelon ne de yalo adam baro e buke la moy fannade e be mo men makam e ka foye ko hal borta janne al ban hanyal buka diamu ndel men sita jang don ridicule the people men yalo ko kuni ni wolle ko ke ngoy ki mo la boro be manke jote yati de do be je mandin kol ko sa ko to na arriero be manke silawda kata sembole ta koma kila biri ya jakari ni makka kuna borta lata ta madina aman laban na makka konkod laba Usman bin Affan me yalo ko atele ke lidati after Abubakar Umar la saya kola men keda Khalifa Usman bin Affan awu daita la kata Abyssinia. Today they call their Ethiopia. Anin kila di muso membe futuri ngai e ka fay Rukia Usman bin Affan ni be wu daita le hakkele ye toro melle kam maka kono, but they went there so that isi nyori group no nyamena isi la dino taman nyo damen because yalo one day or the other they are itelebe concord kila because they are standing for the truth. ولكن على كل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل ان الباطل كان زهوقا. والله تونيا لك بande yaje fanya ka sembo sotole katu molle be fanya ko ma men yalo ko alaka fo men ko afatu minuna bi badil kitabi alaka fo men ko lima talbisuna al haqq bil batil wa taqtumuna al haqq wa antum ta'lamun afala takiluna ni mosi falle katar batil ko ma ni le katar bataro ko e tonyalo e be tonyalo ndi be siwlondiri tonya kan e be fanya ta ka fanya promote ka fanya ke mole tonya ka tonya ke mole fanya te hanni ayatari balundi ne ko mbe men fo ka but just to beautify the falsehood. But it labanna. Nafiko lemuit. Anu alakol innal munafiqina lakazibun. Nafiko yaji dawda fania fola le matide. But ye fania fola fanande dawda tonyendir lalle matide. Ala dun ko ma jada zalimina illa khasara. Tonyendir lambuke la fa fenna na manke kasarole. Wala tina NPP be koku do kasaro be tarlaje nyim mansa kunda be la kasaro da bandila katu ye nyori group tonyen di role kan na fikiya ye nyori group wole kan katu ne adama baro la kumola moy adam baro I don't even know how did you regroup the people ike sinde ka UDP la kato foy yalo tonya abukanu kuno I'm sorry why ndesan la keda ndemale defana boda society men ko ba alamu alay kanda yalla mu demen jilaka Gambia di jama beje illiterate anin muslime nafikol idelle kanyum fo. Why can't you accept the will of Allah? Ni kale karang albasom karane kala ta karan lo ni nali bang alta ta karam tala le abe ke abata ne bal fo abata sa fo kala kana ka jinko ya dal se fale ya la karan lo ni no nal kata abe ke football dam fo su ko moto. What is the will of Allah? Allah men fon tele bole ke kan ala konya ati Allah ala noma ati ur rasul ale kila noma wa ulul umru minkum analla nyaton ko men yalo kali ye tombonne ntelle ye tombon ngeke nyato based on what dalilul kan walakin ala ko adamadi wa khada rabbuka alla ta'budu illa iyyahu wa bil walidayni ihsana ida adamadi kabonde alala fente nyin dunia kono awoli teje amori teje alonna teje inyanta nyi nyala memma katambi wululalla inyanta men batula katambi wululalla am han president kuma fa fuje bari ilawo bani fa alay mun foy ako inja hadak ala an tusirika bi ma laysa laka bihi ilm fala tuti'huma wa shahibuhuma fi dunya ma'rufan bari hani lawo bani fa me yalon kon koy ko kabonte alalay manyan na nyinya la femma nim batul be kere kabo alalay nyanta mem batula wala muy bani fati akoy ne fala taqul lahumā uffin hanul moflo kafo papa e manyan na kafo barako hanul fawni ni ya mar kula mennin te alala silo manta e be silaka mennin alala silo man ala koy kodila fala tudihuma kana bulenoma o shahibuhuma fi dunya ma'rufa bulenoma dunya kono ku kendola alla nyim batara ya kumol manal kafo mole ko ha ala le kitanyana ala bale halakila nyineka adu this is not only about you most of the Gambian katal lor mbitendula ha ala endel yamar men atari be mitendula man salifana salifana na te ma sali fitir lansarona te ma sali fitirona te ma sali be lor mitendula ya ala la wato be filigeto watu kummali e katalo podium te kafo mole ala men kentel be bulala wol noma muslima na fiko walakin kila ala kila wonilat akoy dangerous tade naaje ko ala ko misilme na fiko wala be talla ku atele be talla jeni la le duma abe talla dulumin na le duma abe talla kukuru niyalong je abe mol na fiko le be talla duma. They are the most dangerous people. Will of Allah ala men fontela ati Allah ati rasul wa ulul amr minkum ala no malaki la no manalla nyaton ko men yalon ko atel leni kambentala ali tambin dal nyato ali yella londi dalila le kanje walakin ala ko ko fa in tanaja'tu fi shay'in faradduhu ila Allah wa rasul ka bal ni alla wo nyaton ko al ni wali nyoyata o tal mununte ala kan nin kila al ni wali nyoyata munel al yo risinol nyini fodu aw vali utale ngabule no adam barobe suñaro la abe molla kodo taka ba kasaraka qur'ano kontenne ko alkana nafulo domo tilimbaliya ko molla nafulo ako momo kawo ke be mune ke kan jahannaba dimbay bole domo ke kono woto nafulo suñala men kam molla nafulo taka suña ali men be fasa kan ali be 6 and 9 e junubo men so da til men be fasa kan farbo junubo kilo sotola fatali ama mo be jahiliya da ko matel be nyame ali yole mira decided. Anyway, this will be the this will be my last response to you. Eko, if President Barrow is a Mandinka, none of you will oppose him. You will wait for billion years, but there will be no Mandinka president, inshallah. Yaje inshallah men foje ala be halaki la nyine foloka ning ayatare mandin kayalam no kana wori yo famara don't worry comme yalo nyilite banna tole wala mu nyilite comme nyil si fa society ko no wato do to enlighten them is very important. Let me tell you, I hate to talk about this. President Barrow momo ka fo ko fulolo nte wo soso la bawo ko diu abe mandin kala ay diu be fala wala barin la mawo soso nimbe ko President Barrow mo fulole bala karola bari nimbe fana ko mandin kolomu wo mari safo 75% the person got right yaje men be ka fo ko President Barrow fulole e be fani yale foke nde wulu ba taye President Barrow yin kala wuluba. I hate to talk about this. Nde wuluba mama ila wuluto amama lo President Barrow taye President Barrow bama ni mo konta ko benate ataye nte nyinin ka bama mbamala fayalo famalo President Barrow la man sayata nte bama wando bar sawo sande ba makata president baro nyoli yale amaka kata mo kurelal president baro ya. And for your information, president baro la sister keba me yalon ko ka fa ko tandi baro le asamba hijoto wo fama anin president baro fa bakilin fakile wo tandi baro mun tel binkilet kadu musome yo tandi baro wulu anin musome ye president baro atodum president baro fama president baro koto ma kyo ay musome futu wo tandi baro nyol bama wol ninte fa identa fa kilinde. You are very stupid. Yalo Adam Baro la mandin kaya fengonye. I don't even talk with the people because ngalo God there are a lot of lies. Many ka ko President Baro ha amanke mandin kat. President Baro ni many den e fa anim afama ni men fama bota bakilim fa killing. Wol wulutantel la sato loko na korda kono. President Baro kono ma kere ka fa me madi Baro. Ndedimma amani ke wulu jamfana nkoto ma me yalo mfama bakilim fakili nte kuluta na koto lebul wala adi abe president Baro no man wada na TikTok abe na dindio na mama fudu wo muta ndio no wo mama lam president Baro na wulu woto. You are very stupid. Wala ke nan koite you are an idiot nde block la de bar kela stupidity ka expose ko lo fay momo ka fay ko president Baro mo ke man ibe fan yalla man president Baro lo president Baro ako adoma bulli Baro ani mende da bakile fakil ta nyinin ka ya fay changal be min don aba fule tel ni wol connecta nyaadi e fani changal connecta nyaadi. I hate to talk about it. Mo ne mani mo intela ko be diam kan ni president Baro la relative la but I'm more close to president Baro. President Baro bari muske ba me asamba hijula ta ya nyinin ka ya fu president Baro ko ni tande Baro den tamunela Brim president Baro ganyeta ay atele o samba hijoto e ka fay tandi Baro nde bin kila moti ta president Baro ta la sista sol nyininka gor ganyoli enen te bare muso en abe nyaadile Amar Sane me ka tay nyeta Amar Sane nyol me ya nyininka ya fay ke ba jawla lon Amar Sane nen jaga te nyininka. Some of you are very stupid. Ni mandin kayana wala connection olo. I will rather support President Baro than Lawyer Dabo. Because we are very close relatives. You are very foolish, Lamliketa. You see, some of you are very stupid. And buka fel long, mole kamen fon koko kumwal kolle taband. And then email ala soso kumo moy kotek. Eko Mandinka Mansa Kundate. We don't care. There can never be a Mandinka government in that country. And there can never be a flag government in that country. There can never be any single tribe government in that country. Do you know what is the government mean? Government is for the people, by the people. And then who are those people? Mandinka, Fula, Surua, Yola. That's why what is the government? And the cabinet is only Fulas there? Is only Mandinkas there? Is only Saragules there? But the stupid idiot people, blockheaded people who don't know nothing, there can never be a Mandinka government. That is true. But there can never be a flag government. There can never be any tribe government, since the government is for the people, by the people. That's why when you go to our police, you have Mandinkas there, you have every tribes there. You go to, because there is no single tribe who can form a government in anywhere in this world. Because your teachers, they have to be the teachers, they have to be only Fulas. The soldiers have to be only Fulas. The police have to be only Fulas. The entire cabinet have to be only Fulas. And then the passport, the immigration have to be only Fulas. Then you call, and then your parliament have to be only Fulas. Because when they say, even why they say the executive power, you have a legislators, you have a executive, you have judiciary. And these are all three organs of the government. But you see stupid people like you couldn't even reason in that. and listen to yourself. Telling me there can never be a Mandinka government. Whoever tell you that there can be a Mandinka government? There can never be a Mandinka government. But there will be a government where Mandinka might be a president. There will be a government where Fula might be a president. There can be a government where Wolofs, Jolas or whatever can be a government leader. But government can never be a one tribe's government. But the idiot people like you are existing everywhere. Yeah, by the grade of God, there can never be a Mandinka government. You are even insulting President Barrow. Adam Barrow is said, and then tell that Dino, the Hanamangena Dino found. In the whole world, civilized society, they all accept this. Oh, 75% of the dew, akabo fale bala. Whether you know that or not. Kurano lay off. Diw 75% abota fale bala bari bale kala bana din duti walakin akafa hamalatu ummuhu wahnan ala wahnu ibaye duni kole abe kole ale kono bare mali jiyo bota jomale bala fa walakin dunya be son danyim mad fa mu menti diw mu walati. You cannot deny that. So if a foolish people like you come in here telling me there can never be a Mandinka government, inshallah. Of course, there can never be a Mandinka government because not Mandinka alone can constitute the government. Not a Fula alone can constitute the government. The government is constituted by the different people. Different people. So all these means Sunya remember caring. Be Tam Fengokon, Ibrahim Asilam Munet, Ismail Sise Munet, Dr. Samate Munet, Adam Barofa Munet. If it's because of Mandinkaya, I will support this Barrow government. But we don't care. We want the government where the Gambians will see themselves. Yes, we have a government that we all can be proud of. The left of Masakunda Sifal. But a foolish people like you. Because namus odo beje. Ya namus fulal tarzambu. Namus kilo banda serum. Namusuno membe Gambia banda seru almu ne manin kafra kilay almu ala la dindin saya almu ala falinga ne arjanatul firdaus la nay din kiline so aba sara kulle afa sara kulle ala entire generation o be sara kulle. Do you think that I will hate Sarahules? How will I do that? How can I hate myself? But the stupid people like you in the society, and then the sad thing is, the son, didn't do many yalonko. Didn't do many yalonko. I tell Yanta ku kotele mirala, many si falte killing. Al kube caring, ni mira si falla. It's so sad and unfortunate. Alako inna kalakinakum zakara wal unsha. وزعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعرف أن أكرمكم عند الله وأتقاكم. ngal dada ngal ke siyolti ngal ke kabilolti ngal ke different country pour ñin kamala signolo pour ñin kabala ko nal dambaw be da karmu ñine de karkani ala ñin count dada because of Allah taala man sabaya la ñi tandila but fental tema albemu munati ibnu adam wa adam min turab albebo ta banku mun ko lokon nal be fatal kata o fenke kilo ede ne furo jilari ko mandinga furo fele fula furo fele jola furo fele e ka fene furo fele lare bare atelmo hakilin tan sifal albe society kono alala danko balma fental juso kono karimu mandin kolti karimu fulolete is so sad and shameful. Billahi wallahi taala sometimes ni amira wala tina alabe halako la kanyim banko ka because of the people like you albe tubabu du nyolto ndebe jamani janne your farms malo munegeda mbe ta kane but akari reject I don't know. Let me invite you, mfelenge invite atra ya accept, yalo that na mansa kunda they fool people like you. Our problem is not Mandinkaya. Our problem is not Fulaya. Our problem is not Surwaya, Jolaya. Only the weak opposition depend or base their campaign on this because they don't have nothing to tell the electorate.
ni tata suñaro la fulol be suñaro la mandin kol be suñaro la jolal be suñaro la e ka nyimbe be suñay fon la mol o fulo men be suñaro la nay suñaro ka buka samba fula community o mandin ko men be suñaro la nay suñaro ka buka samba mandin ka community bare ni ku kuruni ke mol tate no madrasite bampu ila siyo koma ha niaje be nyin kila na katum mu mandin kolati ha niaje be nyin kila na katum mu fulolati niaje be nyin kila na katum te musurwal a traye bu abe sunyaro la tembo men na fay kodo men sunya asamba fulolle ay kodo men sunya asamba surwalle nkai kodo men sunya alon ko surwal la kodo be jene fulol la kodo be jene sara kulol la kodo be jene abe mira ko benyin kodo men sunya kam badi surwal la namolo benyin kodo men sunya kam badi fulol la namolo benyin kodo men sunya kam badi mandin ko la namolo baraka sunya na musu na diuna hani bali ini fali fawne ike bali wolle kanne katel mo stupidity si falta kal ful iba fulale ko ha yalo mandin ko le beten surwala beten. Is that our problem? Ikanne kal dam down finding yokan because they have nothing to tell you people. Ikanne kal dam down dundi nyola mandin kol ha fulol man la finna ha atel fulol mandin kol man la falla ha betenna be signing ten. But go to our hospitals. There are people in our hospitals. Wol buke mira fonde mu mandin kolet wol me mira foitel musur walle wol ke mira men jata kende ya soto. Okay, farms, you are welcome.
Bro Isa, abaraka.
Yes. Big Joe.
Yes.
Nge konto.
Abaraka dur mantal lokula lafte jang sala ko kilin na dro.
Ha.
Yalo Qur'ano
Ha.
ni ba karan kan kafiro nyala ka janyame. Ni be tonya fo kanyi mol nyala ake fana jani wo nyala.
Aha.
Ni moli ke fan kumandi misilimo bar kafiri jikole bela nyabe fondin ke wala be safero ke kan safere kuntan ke kan nadiya mo bol to ma ko
ke jam fawti de ni evda katan na layno rakatan ni ku kuntan nanda somda katan ne ga ba do mi somda ni si fa
ebe tonya men fo ka wala tan ko qur'ano nabe ni ba karan kan kafiro nyala aka balo jan nyame aka sonno mo so nyame ni mol fana ni be diam kan tonya e ba fo kan ake jani wo nyala ba so nte ka no ni modol kuma kafiro lela because gambe be bitilo men to bi ite la yin da halakirin yele talo ka gambe no ka fole ko mannin ko tay fenkete setay ibika understand ko mislime din nyanta nyim bara si pakele la balwo ko non
ina ki nan na banko be mulka ate ka ko bare nyimbe mo jolle ko no Gambia kon
aseda bulo nin seti
that's it ani nyimbe ke fanko le muslim wolle la de amanke fe just because of this language
hala be konto men fa use ka manke ot
yeah
fekto konton la bala fekto la bala bar bidum ka fanke ko ate mo mallin ko le tro kala tela la imaja e daivat imaja e la politico ay diamuta ya daivat afrenti itabe top ko men ko na e bondo ko no ay concentrate ndat la
yeah
yawla sa setanol lemo iblis lemo e ko ke iblis ni be ku kendo kandra kanala ka kantantulu lo e kunto pour si concentrate hani be salola iblis ka la fila salo fan kunto la ni mo si fal bo nyala so yeten dunye jay continue la diamo la rek yamo
thank you so much bari ela fen ko to malo ela fen ko ngama ya limit len ka try ka comment je ela live bari mbuka comment no je no ngama ya fen kele
okay mbaji be
yeah
mbaji be ya mbaji be jamal ka fanyo
okay thank you so much so misalan keda atel ke mira nyantel buka mira wonyade ta banjul leptanoto na muso men ka wuluje wolle kan diwni wulu wolle benda banko la sama wala tinna ninga musoli je ebe barola nyimma sakunda nyoma. I feel so sad. I feel really sad because ntata wo leptano kono le 3 completely weeks mbelari wo leptano kono last year June menda muso kunna je. And I see how the kind of the suffering the pregnant women are going through. And on the sad thing about all these things, wato wati sangobe kumbola president barola state house fence o bala it tafala ko malo ko membe kedi wole tano kono. So that's why nobody can tell me about inside the Banjul. Bao birim beje nin doctorol le foni kasi nika kacha. Because ngami o menke leptano nyindo. Dr. Kilimbeje, I don't even need to tell you, is them very good somebody. We have a very good doctors in the Gambia. But at the same time, we have a very rude nurses in that country. Many alonko imantado ko keka because of they want to save the humanity. They are doing that work because of they don't have another opportunities. And they are maltreating our patients in the hospitals. These are the systems that we are talking about. Niye mansa wo mansa je akanna ke tundung siyo kan mansa barakantawno mansa nyi ani fira awna la jiko mu kilinde adam baro la mansa kunda bo nyala fira awna jiko le bela mansa me yalon ko ite lafte la banko diun e lafta banko develop because you cannot develop the country while your people many yalon ko wolle be do ko ke kanyo to official kono wolle be do ko ke kanyo la soldier kunda wolle be ko do ko ke kanyo la police kunda yes suspicion dundi wol dambol tema kari temu nyineti how do you expect to be prosper? Because ni kam komi ite benyi memfo kande mandin kamansa kundate sotola yenyi mfo mandin kadi unyala woyo muta kono fula mansa kundate tola fula di uyo muta kono sarakule mansa kundate tola fula sarakule di uyo muta kono. And these are the people working together in police, these are the people working together in military, these are the people working together in our schools, education sector, agriculture sector. How do you think those people will work together perfectly to bring any progressive development? No, because and this is exactly what we are facing as a country in the Gambia. That is exactly what we are facing. Gambia do not be seen American. When the white man call you nigger, you get angry. But you can call somebody a tem float, a manding ko atel tekela jang. But when white man tell you nigger, you get angry. So therefore, almu ale makwe. But adamadi be ko kuto kana nyina sayala. Alko innal mawta alladhi tafirruna minhum fa innahu mulaqikum. Ni saya mi alkanyina la. Yaje alako ma utitu min shay'in famata'ul hayati dunya wajinatuha wama inda allahi khayrun abuka afala ta'qilun. Albenin nafulo membe kafka nyoma amanke fendi na manke dunia nyarandiri fewnet ala kay fendi la nyin dunia ko do jam nafulo la karola ibe bunjang lola ibe moto jamal sanna ibe fenku e muslim mal nyinena aka manke fenti illa zinatul hayati dunya nyarandiri fewndam banam barakate alaya wama inda allahi khayrun wa abuka afala ta'qilun few membe alaya wala fi samante ya ta tele betula forever. What do not forget about hereafter. Saya be konkona lumene malo. Adama de katara struggle kay ko kana aflo nyine. Time menne ya feel ko I get the wealth now. This is time for enjoyment. That's the time saya be daba konkona ko fele. Let us have sympathy for humanity. Alingana banko kanandi. Failed politician. Adam Barrow na la molu. These are the only thing that they can canvass the vote. Yeta fuloli e kale ko kanaso mandin kole sigande. Yeta suruwali e kale ko kana. And then the certain e kam mandin kadi ufaja kata fuloli akafal kanaso mandin kole. Sai ite fulo fon si ye miraba. Men ka fo ko mandin kole man left fuloli atemu mandin kole. But at the same time ate be position o mendabe man sakunda men ko na ka fo ko berodi wolla. And ate be position o nyin kon. Ate mo man sakunda nyin kon ate mandin kadi unete.
asita sara kullo le afal ko yalo handel mandin kolu aba fan do yala bala alfal do yala ntele mafo ko siyo man soto siyo mu alala man saba yalete ala e siyo dada pour kany tandi ko nay sikili na dada sade ko balannali kafirul safa ko maji ay sikili ndam man dada nay kankili ndam man dada ala e nyimbe dada bi ayatillah ala kawa kollo bari wo be nyaaw walakin na ko nyako li kulli hijbin bima ladaynahu farihina kafu moment be proud who you are ni proud ite moment dore kan si kote ni bunyal kati kalon ko nyile mu alala dari fonlen alala dari fon ni keta muslimoti manyan na doyala kato ala kole ko lakari kharrabuna bani adama nga adama di bunyal wa hamalnahu fil barr wal bahr nga protecting the boat in and out wa razzaqnahu min at-tayyibat nga hargen dile fanan fonla men yalon ko be seneyaring wa hamalnahu wa faddalnahu ala kaseeran mimma kalakina tafdila ala kay fo fende da nyin dunya kono da fe wodda fe hani malaikul adama di wona fisi ata bet ni te kanay ko adama di wona sobju ka do yandi ka to kare mu nyin siole te batu nga jutu adama di wona la baro kan kana jutu ala ka mu nyin siole te siyo mu alala kawa ko lete ala yala waran ala waro ay wala ngitandi jonla. But in sad, you see so many people today, tasabuyon mute block on ebeta jamol, yela kuntu si kuntu ko mo sunni lete. Bari isinaje mo anala tasabuyan nala wo bora bulo. Angani yobe sunkandin set fulo la karol. Angani yobe sunkandin fit mandin kol la karol. Angani yobe sunkandin fit. Wallahi kila ko al muslimu akhul muslim. Muslimul bebu badin kilinet. Al bebu badin kilin. ولكن أكو إنما المؤمنين إخوة مثل مول بيمو بعدين كلينتي فأصلوا بين إخويكم الكلينال بعد التيمة الكلينال بعد التيمة ولكن ألقوا يا أيها الذين آمنوا أتل مول من لمن يدكونوا خوامين بالكست اللو تلون كان الكنيو ما كويلالتي تلون كان alkenyo ma koy lalti ala nyasilon kan kunu qawamina bil qist shuhada lillah ala ko walau ala anfusakum hannin ayatar ko aboytete mari fan kune kan awil walidain walla kede ibulula fulol le kan wal aqrabin hanna tari tero le musutum mamolum ni boytal to nyaani tela par Gambia mo badi usi boy kila dun ko ni ibadi ni mol ya tonye afasa nay mol tonye afasa nay mol tonye ba afasa na nyaadide afay ke yenyi men kam mbete yade pour ça ma kanake bari ni te nata ku kunu ke ya fasa kan iko mbadi unum ibati nya kanne kadu sama ba nyu kelal ko deke andu idu yala be ko men ke kata ma ko la dunya ta ma ko la alkiyam. Tell the truth to your family member so that sama kananyo ke ni ya marika yenyi men ka mambete kanake ko deke na man saya kan ya tankandi dunya toro ma ya tankandi alkiyama toro bari Gambia di un kaje ko abadi unum kartin ay ku kurunke asilo ya abadi un difen mo lembe tankandi alla banko be tinyaka because they don't have nothing else to tell you people iballa kodo kasara kan iballa nafulo kasara kan momen mu opposition te kunu niaje wo fondam ba yenyil disqualified le katu momen ka fay ko kunu ntembe opposition yalla kunu ntengalo ne membe keri like lami chamla ko ako opposition yata yalla ne membe kering detel mu kuma fso bal folalleti ebuka ko ku fola mam betea because biya tebe system woni kono bari nyante fanyinin kala fome yalon ko yasoto haramo kono haramo buka halala yano ni tel lata ko opposition ya haramu dala la fo ye resign ye boyim president ya position to ya fo ko be resign tante opposition ti sign alinga ta fenkol bari to be kel ke jeno ke na fulo soto ifo na da fo jeno haramu dala ba jeno ko do ko be continue ka wodo e be joma nene e ka ala nene fo ke fo nene. But because of they have no shame. Isilo mole nyato kuni ye baro menke ye fenso do wakono baro e ko kana wala sunkande molla adar bo baro na faytele bolo kon. That is how Gambians are. Not all of those, not all of us. Instead, banku diun like needs. Na jata kende na balwo, that's what we are concerning about. Ite kamol sindi ite wo fole.
yeta fo oppositional beten e be sayrin tenne watare ko meni be siri be lamoyri tela wol men be siri wodlat wol kemira say sama nin sayta bi min diwon be mun do mala sama. This is very sad. Almu alen be bonde nyin kono almu alen na banko bonde nyin criminalul bulu almu alen na banko kanke kilindi kanna banko kanandi nyin criminalul ma ngal be kondo mbafulal be salute to all of you, 2026 almu alen be ma be ama alen ngadeng regardless of your political affiliation, tribe, religious, let us come together and throw this government out. They are wicked people, liars, they never be truthful. Iballa na fulole tinyaka. Wallahi barola mansa kundai kasaro menke Gambia. Wala tinne ma pare jabe jarili nge saya la katu kasaro menke ni bota je wotumo le Gambia di on balon. I greet you all of you. Yes, Nkoroma. Lamdal. Nge kondong, Sisla Lion. Ngo ngabeng America. UDP la Congo, UDP la Congress Canada. Diaspora Congress, ali patio ali mol donate. Hanni mantano, hanal mantano, al tisato sang. United Democratic Party, party nying alman party nyillo. Gambia diuni. Party o nyimbe lorin tonyale kang, party yo be tama ke tarole la, bankudin kendo lekela na fulol bonde kadum party o nying kundo. Businessmanul bortantel lale. Woli kata mansa kundane noma. NPP is a criminal entity. Wala tinnako. Gambia di be nyante fanyinin kala duro ko mem bebe mutakan Gambia. Al nene a case le moy ban. I case nyol ka kenyali le ka fane dak. Duro ko nyil. NPP duro ko afla ka follow. Wole kela party o nyin sponsor. An incorrupt businessman baby lori tille koma because ni mansa kunda they are capitalists many aloko they care less about the humanity wala atinna businessman today ebe fuarul takang ebe dundi kang par problemo kono bari tel ben dafa sodo kan jele ali amwele ko Gambia ko ye tax reversement ke banko kan more than 1.2 billion Gambia lose ta wala to more than 2 billion comme ni ko alinga tak atodum kalil wakega fara nyew natinde say mansa ko nanyanta wuli kemele jola abuka fenjo kadu mansa kunda ko be subsidize setonol keka wala mo ko be tax levies le kelay wala mate taxi jola pour ala fara nyew daytala bar foy fara nyew datala ni ba banko losta asayta ko de banko duni be sofa kan true if on la losis la. So and these are the people many yalonko businessmanul many yalonko bankola resources be mansa kunda kana na floti ka kadu ila business ol kundo nyille be lori be mansa kunda NPP finance kam. NPP is a criminal entity. May yalonko criminal business manul, drug deal cartels, mafias, scammers, money laundering, wolle be lori pati onyin ko may ba finance kam. Wala kinako within 5 years onyin pati la law farmer wasi they are able to pay monthly salary for all the constituency chairmans, regional chairmans. They are able to build story building. But you may not have 5 years or 40 follow. Where are they getting that money from? So United Democratic Party, alale kamma koy nga kodindi mention ni mantano America. Tisatol sang gas chapter fanang Ostra October on the 4th. Al naje alla nyin naji al kanyin tisato men sang parti be balu kanyil la ñine kanna election campaign sponsor ñine kanna na ka fo ñadile na candidate sponsor because aliyenyim wicket dibitol men yalon koy bu kemira etel yamira koy be nyim positiono men be tulajele e yamira koy ni mansa kunda be continue la de e lafta Gambia diwni balu la kalo dibite yana e lafta Gambia diwni bali la kalo ke kiamani yalla e ko alingana nga ali ajele ko dibiteo ye bondi $105,000 pour ka dibiteo pour elo dibite yala ali amoy pour ka ke kabolo dibite yala 150,000 e baake kana because ya nyita Gambia diwlale nin kale NPP mu criminal entity leti e be banko samba kandame e fon la jamfa dinko e be bulala wala kon because B they feel like they are rich men diate baake ka parliamento kono they have no respect for the Gambians because they don't want dibite na nyim parliamento to kono ke kombe munekela let us suffocate them nga filaje pour kalo dibite yala ya bondi $5,000 ya samba 150,000 pour kake dibite ot ite amira ko we have 53 constituency in the country dibite o dibite idite be lola dibite yala dala so wuli keme wuli tandule nyantole jola femme yalo ka be $5,000 islela. That is almost 100% increment or 150% increasement. Yenyim bekele pour ka Gambia di wala hako sisibulu. Wala atina all these are enough reason kanyim parliamentol ke dissolve 2027. Al NPP niajen ka afale Gambia di wala. Al kana bero di president at the same time alena dibitol beki kali yediala. Musolla nya ka total yaji jane be ko men ke kanje etelle siata dibite buna man snalie dibitol cikal kadi man sakundala wallahi billahi tallahi man sakunda elaftamen na dibitol bole kala bi NPP bole nyita kan Gambia diwla ime mira ko Gambia mu fuara bankolete ime mira ko Gambia mu bangulete me yalon ko molbe balu mira kala balu fona bari ni nyi idea na dai ko alinga dibite o la fenko ka contest dibite yala alinga kafu so that most of the constituency ila sela dibite o mele tol kila je ndel man sakunda lafta men na wolle be kala je pour nyin kamala ko dula dol Gambia ko wol sta on oppose la hanni man la fila but because of moment contest no jeto because of lack of the contest candidate fee. How can you candidate all a fee? Dibite you have on the 5,000 to 150,000. Mayola, I don't know, almost 500,000, 500,000. How many mayoral seats we have in that country? 6. So, 600,000 will be is how much lemon? Almost $3.8 million. So United Democratic Party alkanyin t-shirt will many sang nyille ka party makoy alkata nying fundraising sol menito nyille ka party makoy. We are not receiving funds from any businessman. We are not receiving funds from any government entities. In civilized countries, they have a budget. Government have a budget for the political parties so that they can maintain the democratic system in the country. So, and strengthen the democracy in the country, there should be opposition parties. We have to, NPP doesn't believe that we have to have the political pluralism. They don't believe that ideology. They are even worse than Yaya Jammeh la dibitol. Katun ka dibitola contest fee, candidate fee, ka wobon the $5,000, ka samba $150,000. Purinyin kamala ko because it tell NPP the drug cattle soul, corrupt mansa kunda businessman ul menalo ko ka mansa kunda la contract ul dila wolle be koma. Eko alinga opposition ul kong alinge block ikanalo pour ka dibite soto nyim bankoka. But one thing it tell nyinata ko you will become a victim of that law. Only stupid parliamentarian no came here. But parliamentarian no me yalonko. You are representing your constituency electorate. Because dibitola do ko movement wala muko. You are a lawmaker. You are a representative of your constituency. Anything that is going to bring the difficulty for your people, your electorate in your constituency, that's what you have to fight against it. But they are there endorsing the government to endorse the dictatorship, endorse the monopoly political system in our country. Because and some of you people, you will fail out with your political parties at a while. Al dama beje adel dibitol al dol beje you will fail out with your parties and al salonko today you are ruling government tomorrow you can be an opposition but NPP la individual they are every rudeness
Kulubale bake kanyin dibite buna because they have no respect for the electorate. Many aloko wole kije. They are not representing the electorate from their constituencies. They are representing the cabinet, Mbahal cabinet. They are dictated by the NPP cabinet or more. Walatina, they come with this idea. Let us block them. Let us increase the candidate fee. Kafoko nibelo la dibite yala 150,000. Kabo 5,000. Mayoral seat me aloko 50,000. Ya abondi water ya samba I think 500,000, 500,000. But United Democratic Party, we will make it. And but how can we make it? Is to endorse the party and attend, or if you cannot attend the fundraisings, try to buy the t-shirts. Na fenkol ekafunya dile. Na fenkol bayol men yalo ko ke waf na t-shirtol asobil. Yine can tell samba. Donational. Whether you are supporting UDP or not. But if you are genuine Gambian and you want change, and UDP is the only political party that is hope to unseat that president, please come forward and help this political party. Because niaje ko be, mbenyin democracy men kono be, among for UDP koma. Katu nadan ta political party dole la no. Tombino ya jambe became a king. But UDP is not only a political party, but is a revolutionary fenkolo. They are here to defend the Gambians' interests, not an individual interest. So alna t-shirt sang, alla t-shirt kodol 10 euro lamba, 25 euro lamba, a bekata good hansol lekono. Nyille mu fendi menka party nyimakwe. We are calling all of you. Please buy the t-shirt. Francila Fenko Benala fundraising Bena on the 13th September. If you cannot make that one, Ostratam on the 4th October. And then the America, that is the entire diaspora. Me aloko esaje wala muje. Alo ngavale the UDP ngol. The alpha bale kanke the youth of the night. Ndel alpha ya benya. El kanke youth. Alila tisatul sang. Alisan yine ka party sapa. And you are not doing this for United Democratic Party, but you are doing this to save your country. Because your country is in the hand of the mafias. Walakinna, in the entire world, Gambia Dambanamu Banko to Meyaloko, corruption is legal. It's legalized. They legalize the corruption. Gambia become a drug center in the Gambia, and all these drug scandals. Yamwele Jomale Samba, Wale Jomale Mutayasro. Court open court. Court open court. At the end, because Jomal Dabejeto. These are the people who are sponsoring the NPP as a political party. So UDP, we don't need drug cattle in our political party because we are not going to protect them. These are the people who are destroying the life of our young people in our country. In fact, when the UDP come, they will fight against the drug. They will take the drug issue as a very serious cases. Because we want to minimize the criminality in our country. The amount of young people that are becoming drug addicted. And these are the leaders of our next generation. It's a cause of concern. But what government is doing about it? Nothing absolutely. Because they cannot do anything about it. Because the mafias have infiltrated in the system. Even our justice system is infiltrated by the mafias. That's why the old drug cases are becoming useless cases in that country. Because muna manding kolko tantan kosila singbe loring dokoka. Tantan be kosila no la nyadile. Because these are most of all these drug cartels, they are all NPP supporter. They are not even NPP supporter. They just close themselves to the NPPs so that they can be protected. And the one in Bangkok. Have you ever heard that? Eka boy sol mutake samba kasola for because of join with join.
man boys all bula weed for me along ko jam model ka jang up to 5 gram you are allowed to have up to 5 gram in your pocket because some people are smoking weed nying coming ni iteka dimu so de balo kono bagit kurang dol beje wol mu ka ko men na ko ka dimu so le buka sinono. So some of those people they have to smoke weed so that they can sleep because near weed ko fengero ibe sinono lale janni be dimu nyim field. So that's why here German jang up to 5 gram, Mansade go to the board Balin jang up to 5 gram, you can have it as your smoke, a personal use. So Gambia kamol muta wo 5 gram nyamo ke soron kasoko. But the people who are transporting a ton of cocaine, have you ever hear any one of them who are intercepted? No, they are not apprehended them. Because Muneketa, these are the people financing NPP. Look at the kind of vehicles. Patime Yalonko, they are not even up to 5 years. How can they afford to buy more than 20 vehicles? And each of these vehicles costed more than $3 million. Where are they getting that money? And no Gambian is concerned about it because of the hatred against UDP consume your heart. That's block you to see the truth and reality. And we come together and save this country. If not, we are not doing justice for our next generation. I greet you all, Ngalbe konton forward. Yes.